At the start of the video, we see Takumi coming out of the cave. As soon as he comes outside, he feels hungry. After that, Takumi takes out some water from his bag and starts drinking it. This is the same water in which the dragon was bathing. And the level of this water is S rank. After drinking the water, Takumi says, let's cook some food. Then Takumi gathers the magic crystals around him and begins cooking. He takes one of the crystals and starts pouring power into it. As soon as Takumi adds power into the crystal, it begins to glow and turns into the color of fire. Takumi places it on the ground, the crystal ignites, and Takumi puts a bunch of wood on top of it. Next, we see Takumi placing a pot over the fire and frying the meat inside it. After frying for some time, Takumi finally adds all the ingredients into the meat, takes it out, and starts eating it. Meanwhile, B is looking at Takumi. Takumi asks, do you want some too? B says yes, so Takumi gives him some food. B drinks it instantly, but his mouth burns. Takumi says, you should eat slowly, it's very hot. After eating, B lies down. Takumi asks him, B, are you feeling lonely here without your parents? B immediately clings to Takumi. Takumi says, I understand. You aren't missing your parents at all. You're very happy with me. Then Takumi checks B's rank. Takumi says, his rank is B. That means he started at B rank and he can even reach S rank later. Anyway, his father is SS rank, so of course he was going to be this strong. Takumi tells B, you're very strong, but you need to use your power properly. After that, both of them go to sleep. The next day, we see Takumi climbing a mountain. When he reaches the top, he realizes he has returned to the same place where he first started. Takumi says, we're walking in circles. B then flies into the forest. Takumi says, don't go too far. In his mind, he says, let me at least gather the plants here. Suddenly, B returns in fear and clings to Takumi. Takumi asks, what happened? B points towards something. Takumi says, looks like many monsters are coming. Then we see a large monster appear. It is a C rank monster. Takumi uses his magic power and forms a shield around him. Then he uses ice crystals and defeats the monster instantly. Takumi is celebrating the victory when more monsters appear. They are wolf-type monsters. Takumi quickly begins defeating all of them one by one using his magic. After killing all the monsters, Takumi says, good, now let's move. Suddenly B grabs Takumi from behind and tries to fly upward. Takumi says, I'm too heavy, but B still lifts him, so Takumi lightens his body with magic. B takes Takumi very high into the air. Takumi says, we've come so high. Suddenly B drops him. Takumi falls straight down. Then Takumi wakes up and says, thank God I'm not dead. He checks the map and realizes they have traveled very far from where they were before. Takumi says, thanks, B. We're very close to the town now. But remember, I'm a human, so please use your powers carefully. B doesn't understand. Takumi says, whenever you want, you can help me. B becomes very happy hearing this. Then they start moving again. Takumi picks up a wooden stick and tells B about it, saying, this is a very famous tricky wood. Suddenly B breathes out a strange smoky magic, and the small stick turns into a large staff. Takumi says, it was just a simple stick. You filled it with magic. Next, we hear the roar of a powerful monster. Takumi follows the sound while B flies ahead. Takumi finds a leg, and when he looks closely, he sees an elf girl lying there. The sound repeats, and we realize the noise was actually her stomach growling. The girl says, please give me water. I haven't eaten or drunk anything for 3 days. Takumi gives her water. She says, thank you so much, I would have died otherwise. Her stomach growls again. Takumi says, wait, I have some food. Here, take this. He gives her his lunch. As soon as she eats it, she feels like she's in heaven. She says, I've never eaten food this good. Takumi says, it's not that special. You were just very hungry, so it tasted amazing. But tell me, why are you here in such a bad condition? The girl says she came here but her food ran out, so she got stuck. Takumi says, don't you know there's a village nearby? The girl says she had no idea. Takumi is surprised. The elf thanks Takumi again and leaves. Next, Takumi continues searching for useful things, and they all move forward. They reach a road. B says a horse carriage is coming. The carriage driver stops and asks, where do you want to go? Takumi says, I want to go to Tamiya village. The man says he is going there too, and tells them to get in. Takumi says, but I'm too big, I don't think there's enough space. The man says, it's fine, come in. Takumi sits inside. He hides B inside his clothes, but B keeps moving. A lady asks, what's inside your clothes? Takumi says, actually, it's a dragon. He shows B to them. Everyone becomes very excited. They ask, are you a dragon knight? Takumi says, no, I'm just a normal guy. I found the egg and hatched it myself. Everyone is shocked that he hatched a dragon alone. Takumi says, sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Takumi. Everyone introduces themselves as well. B starts playing around. The children become extremely happy seeing him, their eyes sparkle. Later they stop to rest. The lady offers to cook, but Takumi says he will cook instead. He takes out many utensils and vegetables from his storage bag and starts cooking. After finishing the meal, everyone eats it and loves it. The children are very happy. The carriage driver asks, aren't you a magician? Takumi says, no, I'm not. My bag is a magic item, it's like a storage room. As soon as the driver eats the food, he starts crying like a child. Takumi is shocked. And friends, this is where the episode ends.